Welcome to Aluba Percent. This is a very dangerous speedrun. We are tasked with this mission to eliminate a singular Aluba from Hollow Nest. Now you may be thinking, oh, this isn't the category extensions. Aren't these categories just memes? Of course not. We take this very seriously. Except, full disclaimer, I am not a speedrunner. I just play this game a lot. You might already be familiar, but I recently did a pacifist run where I cannot deal any damage. So if you want, you can check that out as well. It took me 27 hours. However, I have been recently introduced to speedruns. And while I do speedrun Pantheon of Hollow Nest for fun, I was informed of the category extensions, aka the meme runs. Aluba Percent seemed very, very intense, and I wanted to give my shot at it. But yes, I am not a speedrunner. I actually don't do any glitches or skips. I have been recently practicing a little bit, and you'll notice very quickly, I'm not that great at this game. I just play it a lot. Here's one of the skips. Inventory skip or drop. Thank you, Gruz, for being in the way. That's okay. We're not going for a fantastic time. We're just going for a fun time. And you'll notice here that a lot of my skill is going to slip. Not this time. We got both of them at the same time. That's one of the, not necessarily skips, but one of the speedrun tactics that I am usually very bad at. So I'm very lucky to have gotten that. But Aluba Percent is very intense. Some people take it very seriously. I'm just here to have a good time. Again, I don't speedrun. You'll probably notice very quickly that I am very, how should I say this? When it comes to speedrunning, that is, the amount of skill that I might portray is quite lacking. Oops. You know what? I'll take it. That's clearly not what you're supposed to do, but you know what? That's fine. So yeah, this is our first official, I guess, quote-unquote skip. We are going to be skipping the False Knight. Now, originally, you're supposed to fight him, get the city crest, and then be on your merry way. However, we are not going to be doing that. After this first phase, he's going to go on a little tantrum. Ouch. Thankfully, there are some meteors to keep him in check. But we're just going to break this wall, and we're going to head out. And that's how we skip the failed False Knight. And we're on to our first actual split of the run. Vengeful Spirit. This is the first official ability of the game. And you can also tell that I'm not a speedrunner in any way because I'm playing this in English. I believe the fastest language is Chinese or something very similar. I don't actually know. So you can see that we got the Vengeful Spirit just shy of 4 minutes. Now then, from my understanding, you actually do have to go through this place. From my understanding. I might be wrong, but I don't know. So we're going to do this, and we're just going to get out of here as quickly as possible. I will go ahead and heal once because, again, I'm not that great at this game, so I don't want to die. But this Elder Balder can only be defeated using that Vengeful Spirit. And we're out of here. Our next split area is going to be Enter Green Path. Now I am going to stop by this bench because I want to heal. I'm not that great at this game. I'm sure there are many people running this category who can do it with 1 health. I am not one of those people. Now you may be thinking, Enter Green Path, why is that a split? Well, very simple reason. Oops. There is an Elder Balder in our way. We need a dispatch of him. Now, you saw me killing some of the enemies around. Main purpose was to get some soul. So we can start off with 3 Vengeful Spirits. And honestly, I'm gonna say, I was very lucky to have gotten the Balder very quickly. On the first one, in fact. There have been times where it's usually averaging around 3 to 4 spits before he sends out a Balder. There was actually one time where it took about 6 spits before he gave me one of the Balders. So, comparatively to that terrible luck, I think I am pretty lucky. So that's our next split. Enter the green path in 6 minutes and 2 seconds, which is not bad, if I do say so myself. Now here comes the next part that I am just bad at. This is Fireball Skip. A lot of people, if you speedrun, can do this in 2, and very few people, I believe, can do this in 1. I can't even do it in 2. I do 3. Because I don't speedrun it, I've never actually officially practiced it. So doing it is very difficult for me. So I make sure that I do 3 charges. I also thought I jumped, apparently I didn't. That's fine. That's like minuscule amounts of seconds of time waste. There is another skip there where you can pogo off that husk that falls off. However, I have not actually seen anyone do it, and therefore I can't even begin to try and replicate it. I have seen one video of people doing this category, but I wanted to give it my own hand at this. Door closes, and we begin our fight. And we leave. Now then, call me a monster, but this is where one of my favorite parts of this speedrun is. You might hear it in the distance. That is the sound of a Zote in anguish. We leave him to die. And therefore, one of my favorite parts of the speedrun, already over. Now then, time for the next split. Mothwing Cloak. Already, it's been about 8 minutes and about 20 seconds. Some people have already finished this speedrun, about. Now, I don't actually know the speedrun strat for Hornet. I just kind of wail on her until she gives up. There we go. That wasn't bad in my standards. Actually, it was kind of bad in my standards. Especially as someone who speedruns POH. You can beat Hornet in like... I have beaten Hornet in roughly 7 to 10 seconds. Yeah. At 8 minutes and 55 seconds, we got the Mothwing Cloak. This is required to beat this run. And you'll see why. Those were our Dreamers. At about 9 minutes and 20 seconds, we are on our way to finish the run. Never mind. I fell into the acid. But that's okay. We just gotta dash all the way here towards the Lake of Un. A very minor setback. And this is where we... Time. 9 minutes and 43 seconds. We've done it. The most intense speedrun so far in Hollow Knight. And at this point, 9 minutes and 43 seconds, this will place us, let's see. Oh boy. 9 minutes and 43 seconds. 0.42. This will land me 53rd on the leaderboards. But as you know, at least from my understanding, because I don't submit runs, you can't submit Twitch VODs. So that's honestly fine. But this time would give us 53rd on leader runs. So who knows? Anyways, I've been trying to attempt this for far too long. Also, to confirm that there's nothing fishy going on, we quit to menu. And therefore we can see the current patch that we're on. No mods, nothing. If you really wanted to see, not the controller. Here's my keyboard bindings, because I actually use a 60% keyboard. Anyways, yeah, 53, that's wild. You would think that. But also remember, Aluba percentage is a meme category.